Hello. So today I'm going to discuss the benefits of audiologist-delivered CBT for tinnitus rehabilitation. Now, it is very different to seeking tinnitus assistance through a standard psychologist, a psychotherapist, or mental health care practitioner, simply because if you have a referral to a standard psychologist or counselor, for example, because you're experiencing tinnitus related anxiety or depression. The issue with that is largely that psychologist or psychotherapist will not really be able to answer your audiology related questions or your tinnitus related questions. And so you do see the catch-22 there. How are you meant to reduce your anxiety or your mood instability if your basic questions cannot be answered in your therapy appointments? I think it's actually quite impossible. And I'm speaking from the experience over the years doing this type of work and from the stories that I've heard with the calls coming in and from my patients directly too, from the experience that they've had with standard psychologists and psychotherapists prior to coming to see me. So if you encounter a therapist who has to Google what tinnitus is, that's a really big red flag. You really don't want to go there. They're likely not going to be able to help you. If it is a therapist who perhaps has tinnitus themselves, then maybe they can assist. But again, it's not really necessarily an indication that they can assist because you've got so many other variables to look into, primarily their experience and their track record of rehabilitating others with tinnitus. That's a really good start, and I think a very necessary one. So it is actually an important topic to discuss. Just simply because someone has tinnitus, it doesn't mean that they're going to be able to help you with your tinnitus rehabilitation. There is a big difference there. Additionally, every tinnitus case is unique, inherently unique, because it's so multifaceted. There are so many variables that we must look at in each case. And so don't discount that. It's a very important component to rehabilitation. And that's also why I do recommend not looking at forums for answers and then being disappointed when you don't find them, because it is, again, someone's experience is not necessarily your own, and someone's solution is not necessarily going to be your solution. So it is quite important to seek assistance and professional guidance and try and find someone who has experience in that sector. Okay, so now let's look at what you are looking for. So what you really do want to look for is a clinician or an audiologist or a hearing specialist that can administer CBT as well, who is educated in cognitive behavior therapy as well, because that is going to assist you with tinnitus or hyperacusis or misophonia rehabilitation. It's actually quite rare to find someone like that. Not everyone has that skill set. I deliver this in my tinnitus therapy telehealth service. That being said, don't be disappointed when you find that it's not necessarily available in your standard audiology appointment. Don't be disappointed when you find that perhaps your psychologist can't assist you specifically with your tinnitus, or you're finding that progress is very slow because a lot of your tinnitus and hyperacusis and misophonia questions are unable to be answered within a standard psychology appointment. I'm here to tell you the reasons why that is. And simply, you really need the merging of the two fields. And that's where it is incredibly specialized. So you are looking for specific people, which isn't really available across the board very much so. In terms of what CBT can do for you, cognitive behavior therapy, it is, again, quite rapid in seeing marked improvements in tinnitus rehabilitation. My program is specifically 12 weeks, and there's a rhyme and reason to that. So I like to observe progress over the course of time. I know that clinically CBT and research supports this, you really do need at least 6 sessions of CBT. And, it's really between 6 to 10 sessions of consistent CBT appointments to see sustainable, significant improvement in the person. My program is 12 weeks, and that is purely so that I can monitor progress and ensure that the person is completely back to their regular life. They're able to function independently. They are confident within themselves. There are no outstanding questions remaining, and they are very, very happy to trot off into their future and smiling. And I see this time and time again. It is incredibly powerful work. It is significant improvements. It's really between 4 to 5 weeks I see them, and then it only gets better from there. So hopefully that will help you in understanding why tinnitus therapy specifically is very different to standard therapy. And if you are seeking standard therapy for tinnitus rehabilitation, there is a difference. You really want to be able to find an audiologist or a hearing care practitioner that can assist you via CBT methodology as well.